So I was scrolling through a Facebook group called Lumion Gurus one night, and I saw this particular post that caught my attention since the renderings on the video looks really good, and the caption was, "Join us now and master Lumion and render like a pro." He basically teaches everything from 2D and 3D architectural software as well as several rendering software. I was very intrigued by this guy, so I went to his personal account to check if he shares on how he does his own works. But I wasn't able to find anything except an Instagram account which was not public and a link for a Telegram group that I assume leads to his online courses. I tried searching his Facebook username in YouTube to see if the guy has a YouTube account, but there was no channel with that name, so I sent him a direct message on Messenger, and this is what I said. "Hi there. Saw your amazing renderings in Lumion Gurus. I have a YouTube channel and most of the content focuses on Lumion rendering effects and the post-production process that I use for my renderings. Do you also have a YouTube channel? Maybe we could help each other," and the link to my YouTube channel. I might have messed it up here since I did a self-promotion with my YouTube link even though we never actually interacted before, and boy, I was right. He immediately replied, "I don't get you. Help me in what area?" I was pants when I read this since I'm not really that good with confrontation. So in a panic state, I said, "I just saw your short video and I think your rendering looks really amazing, so never mind, I guess." And he said, "I don't understand. What's the problem? How your YouTube link helped me? Which video? I'm a professional 3D artist and an award-winning artist. How will you YouTube video help me?" I think he misunderstood what I just said because clearly English might not be his first language, and I never straight up said to him that he should watch my videos. So I was very confused and I just sarcastically replied to him, "Good for you." And he replied, "I teach Lumion, Corona, V-Ray, and 3D modeling." I tried a weak attempt to de-escalate the situation by reacting a heart emoji to his response and by asking, "Do you have a YouTube channel?" But he was just not having any of this. He said, "How will your video help me to slide my DM piston your YouTube link? If you want to promote your page, boost it. I don't run YouTube videos or tutorials for views." Damn shame on me, I guess. At this point, I've given up. Like, there's just no way I can still save this conversation. So I'm like, "Sure thing, have a nice night." And he replied, "Your message signify I'm learning, should go watch your videos and learn and have seen your videos. Guess you learn how to use Lumion better." I did not even understand what he meant. I'm guessing he's implying that I should learn how to use Lumion better, which I agree. I never told this guy that I'm the best in rendering or that I'm better than him. He also said, "Stop sending people messages telling them to go watch your videos." Again, I never asked this guy to watch my videos. Like, what are you talking about? By this point, I was really annoyed, so I just replied to him, "Stop crying." And then he replied with some screenshots of my work and said, "These nonsense is what you want people to go watch? Don't spam my inbox again. This cartoon renders. You slide the DM, boy." And then he immediately blocked me. I was a bit rattled after that since most of my interactions online are somewhat wholesome. So for the rest of the night, this guy was in my head rent-free and I can't help myself. So I went back to his Facebook page using my Saku Studio account since he only blocked my personal account and not my business account. And when I opened his Facebook page, I was in disbelief. He already posted a long rant and it's kinda obvious that his post is specifically targeted to me. So this is what he said in the post. "I received a post today from a toxic, envious, and misguided 3D artist telling me to go watch his YouTube channel. He's teaching how to use Lumion effects. He generated to telling me he's bigger than me in selling effects." Like the delusion of this man. I never even brought up to him that I'm selling rendering effects. But I guess he saw my Gumroad website and I was never even toxic with him, I think, except the part where I told him to stop crying because I was so annoyed at that point. He also said, "This is 15 years in the 3D community. I don't brag or in competition with any 3D artists, especially Lumion 3D artists. I was among key promoters of Lumion Render Engine. Back days we render for fun, but along the way, some jealous Lumion 3D artists staged serious attack on my Facebook profile until Facebook disabled my account without no violation. Or maybe Facebook disabled your account because you're spamming other people with your courses. I'm just kidding. I don't understand why we have such hatred in this 3D world. 3D is a beautiful part of life. I render for fun. I started teaching publicly based on requests from users who want to learn Lumion professionally. I want to urge every Lumion 3D artist and 3D generally who should stop this envious ideology. Nobody is the master of all. We should share knowledge and love each other's skills. I'm not sure what to feel about this. As much as I agree with what he just said, he clearly contradicts himself a couple of hours ago when we were chatting. He was so unhinged and kept on talking like he's the cream of the crop, and now he's like, stop with the envious ideology. Nobody's the master of all. I don't want to post his chats and bragging words. I'm not selling effects and don't run YouTube channel like others. I'm just on a low path and enjoy 3D naturally feelings. If I want to sell effects or do tutorials, definitely will make a huge money and be popular. Let us stop this hating. You don't want to post our conversation because I never bragged anything to you, and I never mentioned that I'm selling rendering effects. I'm still really confused on why you keep bringing that point up. He also ends it with a let us stop this hating. Like, bro, come on. The amount of hate that I got from you was so unnecessary. One of the comments said, people will hate you when you are doing better than them. It's a sign of success. So chill and keep doing great. And then he replied, I have lost more than 7 accounts due to I have lost more than 7 accounts due to massive attacks from these people. I stopped sharing my works. They removed me from their groups, etc. I'm not surprised why they removed you. Judging from our short conversation, you have a tendency to brag a lot, so people in groups especially might exclude you very quickly. Yesterday, a strange user slid my DM saying nonsense. When I check his renders, very poor result. Discovered his sound effects and lots of people he deceived effects, works, and countered my courses and started bashing and slamming him for what is this English? He uses people's renders, even mine, to advertise his effects, only for you to buy it and discover isn't from the original artist. After reading this part, I was like, okay, now I actually have to make a video about this, because I never knew the guy until I messaged him around last week. And for him to claim that I'm using other people and his rendering effects for my own benefit and scamming people is really sad. The amount of cope and delusion that he's suffering right now, as far as I'm aware, the feedback that I'm getting from strangers are overwhelmingly positive. He also said that people who took his rendering courses said that I'm deceiving them, which I think is full of because judging from his business page, there's only about 200 followers, and I can only assume that he doesn't really have a lot of people taking his online courses. As much as I hate clowning on people with small social media following, because I'm also in that category, he deserves to be clowned at. Like, how can he make these accusations? He's just waffling. He also said, I don't even know him to start with. The jealousy in this community is just unbelievable. I don't understand how they think comparing an artist who have spent more than 15 years in the 3D business to somebody who is just a year old. I can only think that he's projecting his own insecurity with this post and comments, because these are just straight up lies, and he kinda loves to portray himself as like the victim and the better person, but in reality, he's so insufferable to talk to. I'm really hoping that he's not like this in person, because people would not want to be around someone like this. I know I wouldn't. So yeah, that's the end of my rambling. Take care, guys.